Hey, what's up, guys? This is King Vox, and today we're going to be talking about AFKing on the dummy from 61 to 62, or to 60 to 61, which is a lot smoother than this, obviously. But let's talk about, is it worth it? Because you get a lot of people saying, "Oh, you could be making so much more money while AFKing." Most of those people are stupid. Like I'm just gonna just straight up put that out there. Most of those people are stupid. The main reason why is these people cry about making 30 mil overnight. Listen, 30 mil is nothing. You can make 30 mil in this game just freaking doing anything, literally doing anything. Okay, you don't have to AFK fish every night. Matter of fact, after the changes or whatever, I guess the way the territory and stuff like that works, like in the ocean and then fishing areas, you don't really make that much anymore. At most, you make like 15, 20 million. And I used to bring in about 30 to 35, even 40 mil like every night. And that was kind of cool. It was a little extra or whatever, but it wasn't nothing that I couldn't grind within an hour. Okay, and then that's the truth. So if you're at this point where you're grinding from 60 to 61 or 61 to 62, you should be at the point where you're able to respectively grind a decent solid 25 to 30 mil every hour. And that's without RNG. That's like guaranteed money or whatever. Then you have places that have big ticket items and stuff like syrup necklaces, rings and stuff like that, just things that sell for a absurd amount of silver or whatever. And after a couple hours you might get lucky and you get one of those or whatever, and those make bank and push your money per hour up over 100 million per hour. Okay, so what I'm getting at right now is, don't let those people discourage you. I don't really understand where the fuck these people like get their like mentality at, like, oh my god, like don't do that, you're gonna lose money. Like, it sounds so stupid. Listen, the 61, if you don't have a character at 61, 61 is very important because you get a ring that's like worth, I would say, 3 to 7 bill or something like that. If you were going to pre-order it, right? I think like 3 bill or something like that buyout, right? And then if you get the 62, you get the same situation or whatever. You get an item or whatever that's 3 to 7 bill or whatever. Buyout is the 7 bill. I mean, buyout is the 3 mil, and pre-order is about the 7 to 10 mil or something like that, depending on how much money you really want to throw down on it if you were pre-ordering something like that, right? So you get rewarded for this. And then not only that, but you if you don't have a lot of time to play the game, it just really doesn't make sense for you not to do that, especially if you don't have a 62. Like, going at first I was like, oh man, this is gonna take a while or whatever, but like the time is really flying past. As you can see, I'm already at 41%. Tonight he'll be at like 43%. Tomorrow morning he'll be at like 46%. It's crazy, and the best place to do it is Arsha. Now also, let's address the whole, oh, I don't have enough money to do that. Listen, grind every day. And this is serious. Like, if you don't play the game anymore but you still like BDO, but you feel like you don't have the time for BDO, this is the perfect thing to do. So you go here, and right now I don't have it, whatever, but you're 200% experience. Okay, grind that 1 hour every day, boom, you'll make enough money or whatever to literally AFK for 24 hours. Okay, and this is for people that work, say, 9 hours, any more than 8 hours a day, because 8 hours is average. There's tons of people that work 8 hours, they're still able to healthily grind and stuff like that. But I understand, because I'm married, you get what I'm saying? So if you work 8 hours and you got kids, you got a wife and all that stuff, you really don't have the time. Like, these other people saying that you do have the time, obviously, our kids probably still living with their parents and stuff like that. They actually have the time. We don't. Our money that we make or whatever goes towards bills and stuff like that, and taking care of people, and their money just goes in their wallet. So that, like, you know what I mean? So I completely understand the stress that comes with having a family and stuff like that, and still, feeling okay to actually sit down and put time into a game and play a game. But I think it's absolutely worth it for you to really take your time and, you know, grind that 1 hour a day on your 200%. Matter of fact, that 200% is going to give you about 1.2% into 61, and then I believe it's going to give you about 5 or 6% into 60, you know, towards 61, right? And then you AFK on the, and you use the money that you get from that to AFK on the dummy. So it's a really nice rotation, and you never really actually lose money, and you don't build up as much money as you would without doing that. But let's think about it this way. So 30 mil, we're gonna actually, let me get my calculator out. I haven't done this. Let's say, all right, so here we go. We got the big boy calculator, you know what I mean? Big pads out here, you know what I mean? If you're not using big pads, I don't know what you're doing with your life. But let's say you're lucky and you are making 30 mil, right? Let's say you are making 30 mil every night fishing, right? So wait, I don't know how to do this, but let's say you're doing that every night, right? So let's times this, because this is every night. Let's times this by 7 for 1 week, right? So you make it 30 mil, that's 210 mil, right? 210 mil. 210 mil is what? So that's 1 week. It takes you about, let me see, 4 weeks, I think. 4 weeks of AFKing. Yeah, about 4 weeks of AFKing to hit 62 or something like that. So now let's go times 4. It's 840 mil, right? 840 mil for 4 weeks. So let's times that by another 4. Oh no. We wouldn't times that by 4. What the hell am I doing? We would let's times this by 2. No, actually, let's times this by 1, right? All right, I screwed this up. All right, big math fell. But let's go back. So we got the 210. I'm not gonna erase that. I'm going through with it. You know what I mean? So all right. So we got the 210. This is what you make every week, right? And we're gonna times this by 8. All right. So that's 1,680,000,000. Okay, 1 billion. This is 8 weeks. 8 weeks, right? Let's see if this can buy you that accessory. Because this is the shit that, you know, you gotta think about. So we're gonna go for, we're gonna say, matter of fact, we're gonna go first and do the ring. Because I think this may buy you, let me see if this is gonna buy you the ring. So I guess it's equivalent to a crescent ring or something like that, or okay. So here's a crescent ring, and the last pre-order was 2.5 billion, right? So you don't have enough to get this. You almost have enough to put a 2 billion pre-order in for this, right? But think about it. This is not the 8 weeks. This is more like the 4 weeks. So at 4 weeks, we are at, as you can see here, at 840 mil. So after the 4 weeks, you would have hit 61, and you would have this. You would have this after 4 weeks of AFK, and you would get it a lot faster if you would do the grind like I do the grind, like 1 hour a day, you know, grind, and then you get enough money or whatever, so your money doesn't get completely plummeted and stuff like that. But think about this, all right? So boom, 840 mil is what you would have if you AFK grind fishing or whatever, and you were successfully making 30 mil every single night, guaranteed. You would only have 840 mil. You would not have enough for this ring at all. You would be nowhere near close. You were literally 1.2 billion away from this, from putting a pre-order in on this ring to be able to buy this ring. So it's a win-win situation. From 60 to 61, cakewalk. You can do it in about 2 weeks or whatever, AFKing on the dummy, because I think it's like 5% or something like that every 10 hours, right? So 5% every 10 hours. And literally it's so easy. Make sure that you're on Arsha. Now let's go to there. Now this one is your second one, right? So let's see how much. It's definitely, yeah, so it's pretty much a tongue grad or something like that, right? So this is pre-ordered out for 4 billion, right? And this is essentially what you'll be getting. Okay, max it by itself is 2.3 mil, and I wouldn't be surprised if this thing get pre-ordered for like 6 to 7 bill also. So you guys can kind of understand, this is 8 weeks. So remember, in 8 weeks, this is what you would make if you were making 30 million every single day. Every night, my bad, every night from AFK fishing or whatever. Okay, this is what you would have right after the 8 weeks. And after the 8 weeks, you would be 62. There's no way you wouldn't be 62 after 8 weeks. Okay, it only takes about 4 to 5 weeks literally to hit 62 if you grind that hour a day as well, right? And then that grind every day is going to make sure you have the money to just AFK. And you're not AFKing skills or whatever. Well, you can if you want to. You can if you want to. You definitely will make enough for that or whatever. But listen, at the end of those 4 weeks, you would probably be able to buy. Matter of fact, you can't even buy this, which is a look how cheap it is. You couldn't even buy a blue whale Molars earring. Okay, so people are saying that it's essentially a tongue grab. Okay, so people, please get it together. Get it together, spaghetti. Peace out. This is Big King Vox, and I highly recommend you AFK on this dummy because the dummies are foolish. They out here giving you mad EXP. Make sure you're on Archer for that extra experience. Oh, I gotta end the video.